Alright, so we'll continue our next session on the practical applications of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so but before we do, as is our custom, anyone who is coming to this program for the very first time today, any newcomers, first time to this program, what are the 9 processes of devotional service? I don't know what. Okay, once again. Okay, one by one. The first one. One volunteer. Shravanam. Okay, another volunteer. Vishnu Smaranam. ठीक है. Okay, fourth. Pada Sevanam. I बोल दिया, not again Pada Sevanam. Like university exam. Yeah. Then Archanam. Then Vandanam. Then Dasyam. Yes. Sakhyam. Atma Nivedanam. Okay. Now meanings. Shravanam means hearing. Okay. What to hear of? Hearing what? Hearing the glories of Lord Krishna. That is Shravanam. Anything else? Hearing anything else is Shravanam. That is glories of Lord Krishna. Okay. Hearing about who is even more glorious than hearing about Lord Krishna. Yeah, that is also Shravanam. Hearing about his devotees. Right? For example, if you study even Tukaram's life, that is, if you hear about him, that is also Shravanam. Not that, no, only with Pandurang I will hear. Because how can Pandurang and Tukaram be different? No. Their lives are so integrated. God and his devotees' lives are very integrated. So that is also Shravanam. Then what is the next process? Kirtanam. What is Kirtanam? What are the different types of Kirtanam? Chanting without seeing notes. Hearing bhajans. You were not there for the last class. You saw the recording? You did? Okay. Then you can answer. Otherwise you will be speculating. Okay. Bhajan is what? So bhajan and japa. They are all types of. Okay. And then what else? What am I doing? Speaking about the Lord. So when you, hopefully in another 2 years' time, you all will be sitting here. Not maybe in this house, maybe in some other house, and there will be 50 people looking at you. Correct? All of you will be giving Bhagavad Gita to others. Your lives would have, even now it's transforming, but it would have transformed even further. Okay? You never know. You will realize that it's a completely different life, devotional life. It's the best thing. And that's the best thing we can do for suffering humanity today. Yesterday also there was a warning, right, for Melbourne at 1:30. I don't know how many of you. Anyone felt it?
I saw, and he said, "Oh, sleep is just the wind."
Okay. But 1:30 you were chanting?
Yeah, I started.
You started chanting at 1:30 in the morning. That's very nice. Okay. What is next day's chanting or previous day's chanting? Achha, theek hai. Then it's okay. Okay. All right. So that is Shravanam and Kirtanam. And then Vishnu Smaranam. What is Vishnu Smaranam?
Remembering past times.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Remembering pastimes of the Lord, and also remembering, thinking about introspecting on our lives. Okay. So introspecting on our lives, how? Constantly introspecting on our alignment with the Lord. Constantly thinking of the Lord, thinking about our lives, or mere जीवन में how can I come more closer to Bhagavan? That introspection, that is also Smaranam. And then what is the next one? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Then Pada Sevanam means worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, and also
serving the devotees.
worshipping the Lord with our feet, which means going for yatras, going to the holy Dham, doing parikrama, circumambulating the temple. All that is Pada Sevanam, right? And then Archanam. What are the items we offer in Archanam? What do we start with? Then, uske baad what is the first item we offer? First item. Agarbatti. Then what do we offer? Ghee lamp. Then what do we offer? We offer water in a conch. Conch mein. Not Bisleri ka bottle. In a gumao. Not like that. In a conch. Right? We offer. And then what? That's a bath to the Lord. And then what do? We offer a cloth. So we wipe him. And then we offer flowers to the lotus feet. Right? Then what do we offer? Chamara. And then in summer we offer peacock feather. Okay, and then again back, and then what signifies the end of Aarti? Again, and it's over. And whenever we offer anything or do Aarti to the Lord, what do we do first? Do we eat like this, and then we say, Bhagwan ko bhog lagana, acha dena plate dena bhai. Do we do that? No. What do? Wash our hands, mouth, and then what do? We take a tip of water in our hand. I didn't tell that last time. And then we say, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha. Just Shuddhi. Why we do that is, you may think, एक ड्रॉप पानी से क्या बात करता है यार, एक ड्रॉप पानी से शुद्धि हो जाएगा. That's what mind will tell. Science will tell that, right? Okay, this is different science. This science means that when you are putting water and then saying the mantra, that water becomes purified, and which you are taking it, so your consciousness becomes purified. It doesn't mean that I'll come out of the bathroom, okay, and then we have to take bath also. No, I will not take bath. I will just do this 3 times. Not like that. Okay, so we have to be clean also. So actually in devotional life, okay, cleanliness is very important. So if you see as devotees, we even our nails, everything generally we keep clean. Okay. And when we go to the bathroom, then we take bath. We don't just go and offer bhoga to the Lord. Chalta hai. Devotees take bath. We never remain like that in that condition, right? It's better if we do only once a day. Otherwise, you have to keep on taking bath. So, but devotees usually, so we are never. It's called suchi and muchi. Suchi means clean. Muchi means unclean. So devotees take a bath if they visit, if they have to, yeah. Okay. So that these are some practical things. Okay. And then without that we don't do worship to the Lord, or no bhoga offering like that. We have to be personally very clean. Even the cloth which we wear should not be ones which we are wearing where we have gone for not passing water. I am not talking about that. I am talking about excreting, like that. No, then we wear clean clothes like that. So Archanam, Archana Paddhati, there is a big elaborate Archana Paddhati. So Archanam requires all that. But for chanting there is no rule. There is no rule for chanting. And chanting fortunately is the Yuga Dharma. By chanting we are going to go back to Godhead. Okay. But all other things are supplementary. They all will aid our quality of chanting. Because quality of chanting is everything in Bhakti. Quality of chanting is everything. If we are sitting at home and chanting nice quality, we don't have to do anything in Bhakti, in one sense, right? Okay. So, that is Archanam. After that is what? Vandanam. Vandanam means what? Prayers to the Lord. There are different types of prayers. I will not go into details right now. Okay. There are various types of prayers. So, if you see in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, okay, someday we will study Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the most beautiful book that you can ever read. It will change your whole life, upside down, right, if you study Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is full of prayers. Somewhere Narada is praying to the Lord about His beauty. Somewhere, so there are prayers which glorify the Lord. There are prayers where a devotee denigrates oneself, saying that I am such a fallen soul. I came to you for a palace. What nonsense I am. I could have asked you for so many things. Now I don't want anything. There are prayers. There are prayers when Brahmaji realizes, oh my God. Brahmaji's prayers are also very beautiful. Brahmaji, he comes to Vrindavan when Lord Krishna is doing, sorry, I think he needs something. Oh, yes, what? Okay. I thought. So, You know, Brahmaji, have you heard of Brahma Vimogha Leela? How many of you have heard of Brahma Vimogha Leela? नहीं सुना है आप लोगों ने ब्रह्म विमोग लीला? ब्रह्मा जी thinks this boy, this small boy, whose name is what? Krishna. This small boy, he is sitting along with his friends in Vrindavan, in Vrajabhumi. And what they are passing some lunch boxes. And then Krishna has got curd rice. And he is eating. And you know children eat, na? Pura smudged here. And he is looking here and there. And suddenly what happens? Brahma says, hang on man, this person cannot be God here. Hang on. Brahmaji gets logical brain. Scientifically, logically he cannot be God. No? Because what Brahma, and then Brahma says, let me see what happens. So he steals all the gopas. And then because Krishna, and then when Krishna is looking here, all are gone. Brahmaji steals them. And then he takes all of them and puts them somewhere. And then after that he takes them and looks back, again all the gopas are still there. Because why? Krishna has expanded. Krishna knows what he has done. But he has a doubt, is this Bhagavan? And Krishna through that Leela shows to Brahmaji that I am Bhagavan, don't take me lightly. Just because मैं ऐसा माखन खा के बैठा हूँ और ऐसा ऐसा क्यूट हूँ, doesn't mean तेरे को 2 थप्पड़ नहीं लगा सकता हूँ मैं. Right? So वो बोलते हैं ना बहुत लाड में आ गए ब्रह्मा जी, ज़्यादा लाड में आ गए. So then what happens? Brahma ji has remorse. He says, अरे यार क्या कर दिया मैंने भगवान, फिर से मुझे अक्ल ही नहीं आता है. You know, when you do something like an ordinary man, I take you for granted. You know? Only, you know, if you show some Virat troop and kill some 50,000 people in with one shot, then I think you are God. But I can't understand these sweet pastimes of yours, right? So those are also prayers. So prayers have different purpose. Prayers are there for glorifying the Lord. Prayers are there to feel remorse, to express remorse to the Lord. Prayers are also there. Prayers are also there for protection, seeking protection from the Lord. In our temple we sing, one of the prayers which we sing daily is which one? For protection? Namaste Narasimhaya. We will teach all of you that bhajan also. Narasimha, that's a very powerful prayer for seeking protection of the Lord. Like that. So there are different types of Vandanam is a big subject, right? Variety of prayers are there. There are even prayers where Rukmini is saying, oh my Lord, मैं तो आपको दिल दे चुकी हूँ. ये मेरा भाई रुक्मी, this brother, this fellow, this rascal, he is telling me to marry Shishupal. But I have given you my heart. And then she is speaking. And that is poetry, what she writes about the Lord. She tells the Lord why she is attracted to him and why nobody else can be her husband. Right? So like that. So it is beautiful. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita is very philosophical book. But Srimad Bhagavatam क्या है? रस. गन्ना खाना एक है, but गन्ने का रस. That's very swadisht. Srimad Bhagavatam. We will all do. If you keep coming and not drop out. Saying that अभी अच्छा आइडिया आ गया है, एक्सपोजर हो गया है भगवद गीता को. Bhagavad Gita ko exposure is not enough. First we will study Bhagavad Gita nicely, then we will move to Srimad Bhagavatam. There's a lot of things. There will be nothing in devotional life which you will not know, and you will start realizing God. Promise. All of you who come regularly will realize God. It's an utter promise. Mera nahi, Krishna's promise. Who am I to you promise? Right? He has said. And it works in our life. So Vandanam. Then what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Dasyam means always maintaining the mood of service. Service unto who? Devotees of Krishna. We cannot serve the Lord directly. We serve the devotees of the Lord. For us, who is that devotee of the Lord? Who we serve? Our spiritual master, Guru. We will talk about Guru Tattva at some point. We did talk certain aspects of Guru Tattva. What are the qualifications of a Guru? Which by now all of you have forgotten. True or false? True? Okay. Alright. So today we'll do something such that you will never forget whatever we have learnt in these classes. We are going to do something about that. Okay. Then what else? What was the other process after that? Sakhyam. Sakhyam means considering the Lord as our ever well-wisher. If I am smoking a cigarette and my best friend is coming me, hey, मत पी, छोड़ना यार, मूड नहीं, मत पी, छोड़ना यार, परेशान क्यों कर रहा है, लीव मी अलोन यार, मत पी, कान के नीचे मारूंगा, तो कान के नीचे मारेगा मेरे को, then I am playing, but still that fellow catches me by the collar, he takes that cigarette and throws it out. Is he my friend or is he my enemy? He is a person you can trust. Not there, yeah, ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत पी ले. By the way, 100 रुपया है क्या तेरे पास? That is not friend who guides you in the wrong direction. So Krishna can sometimes give. So doesn't mean that, oh Krishna, are you my friend? Friend means Krishna, I will accept you as friend if I get promotion in office. Okay? I will give you as friend because if wherever shares I have invested in, they should go up. In every suburb prices may go down, but in point cook में Krishna, if you are my friend, point cook में ऊपर जाना चाहिए. Because मैं भी घर बेचने वाला हूँ, Krishna 1.5. This is called as baniya mentality. ये friend दोस्ती कहाँ है इधर? Okay, that friend means you keep fulfilling my demand. That means who becomes servant here? दासियम उल्टा हो गया है तो. Right? Krishna is servant. He is like A.K. Hangal, in those old movies he used to come with a pencil, no, either. हाँ सरकार, he used to come, A.K. Hangal or no? No one knows. Krishna is not A.K. Hangal. आया साहब, ऐसा he will wear a cloth here and then he'll come with pencil and क्या लेके आऊँ, मसाला डोसा. So we approach Bhagavan like that actually, all the time asking him, I want this, I want that. You can come in front little bit because some more people are coming in, so they'll have more space. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, come. Okay, so that is what? Considering him as ever friend under any circumstance. It is not circumstantial love, nahi hai ye. It's not fair weather friendship. It's friendship forever. But you will realize that nobody can reciprocate better than us in this world than Krishna can. And nobody's plan can be more foolproof for us than his plan. Even when he is giving difficulties in life, we will realize that those difficulties were meant to what? What are difficulties in life for? Purifying. Which quality? When difficulty comes, what is the signal, indication for us? We should go closer to Krishna. Yes. How? What happens when we get I gave the answer away. Okay. Difficulties are meant for detachment. To develop detachment. Krishna can detach us. Okay. Because the whole idea is, even if we are attached to one gulab jamun in this world, we will have to take another birth. One gulab jamun, we have to take birth again. Like in one home program I was telling some time back in Doncaster. 2-3 years back I did this program. I asked, what do you want in your next lifetime? One lady raised hand. बोला या बोलिए ना. I want to be born in Raichur. बोला रायचूर. मैं बोला उधर क्या है? My parents, memories are there. मैं बोला ये जन्म का बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, अगला जन्म. कौन सा जन्म का पेरेंट्स का मेमोरी? Then she was asking, what is this? Then I told her, you are not this body. It is only in this lifetime parents, भाई. नहीं तो रायचूर में क्या रखा है? रायचूर is also in the material world, right? Then I told her, अगर इतना ही प्यार रायचूर से है तो फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्यों आए इस जन्म में? बैठना था रायचूर में, right? So we have some sentimental attachment to our birthplace and whatever. But actually, our birthplace is only relevant in this lifetime. Who knows where we were born in the last time? In next lifetime, we don't know, where we will be born. And it takes even a human birth to say that I want to be born in. A dog doesn't say, I want to be born in Chinchpokli in Bombay. Dog will Chinchpokli. Will he ever say like that? This time, this lifetime will be a dog in BMW car in Turak. Next lifetime, dog outside Andheri station in Bombay. Correct or no? कोई पूछेगा ही नहीं. Correct. Moving on the railway lines to see whether it कुछ मिलता है क्या खाने को. So therefore life is so random from here to there. So Dasyam. Dasyam means always being in the mood of servant. Sakhyam, sorry. Sakhyam means always accepting the Lord's plan, whatever happens in our life. It's not easy, but through difficulty only we can understand. Understanding the Lord and His plans is not easy. And the last is what? Atma Nevedanam. Atma Nevedanam means what? Surrendering our free will to the Lord. Which means what? My Lord, whatever you want to do, you do. Okay? That is what is called as free will. Draupadi was not given Vastra till the time she was trying to protect herself. She got Vastra only when she raised her hand, and nobody could do anything to her after that. Her chastity was intact. Krishna came and gave her unlimited cloth. वो भी थक गया बेचारा. Correct. So that is called as Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam means just flowing with the desire of the Lord in our life. Whatever road you carve for me, that's okay. It's a big stage. It's one of the aspects of Saranagati. Saranagati means what? Surrender. Surrender has got 6 aspects, which today we will not talk. Alright, so now you all are PhDs in the Navavidha Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. And what is written there? Again, last week nobody could read. You can read now. Open. Jor se lekin.
These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotion.
Okay, all of us will say this. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. Okay. So you lead, everyone will repeat. What?
One who has dedicated his life to the service.
No, itna nahi, itna kaise repeat karenge? One who has dedicated
his life to the service
of Krishna
through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person. For he has acquired complete knowledge.
There is no higher knowledge than this. In the whole cosmos, there is nothing. You will understand it theoretically now, but you will realize it as you start practicing bhakti. You will realize it 110%. There is nothing higher than this. Search for happiness in the year-end sale, end of year financial sale. Search for happiness there. चंद लम्हों की खुशी मिलेगी. हाँ, नाइकी का टी-शर्ट मिल गया $25 में. ठीक है. अगला साल भूले ये कहाँ लिया था हम लोग ने. It will not give this. There is nothing of this material world which is compared to this, and it has to be realized. मेलोडी खाओ खुद जान जाओ. मेलोडी का रैपर को लिख करके टेस्ट नहीं आएगा मेलोडी का. If you lick a bottle of honey from outside, you will never get taste. Even if you give the latest Tota Puri Aam, I am sure your mouth is watering now. Okay? If you lick the aam from the outside, nothing is going to come. You have to open it and taste. Bhakti is like that. If we are swimming superficially in the water of bhakti, we will not have realizations. Realizations will come only when we go deeper in bhakti. Okay, and as we go deep in bhakti, what will happen? We will come to that point today. Alright, so this slide was there for a reason last time. Let me tax your memory. Abhishek, बहुत सारा responsibility of learning will be on all of you. Okay, lot of revision, some homework will come. मजा आएगा अभी. Okay. What was this about? What did we discuss? क्या मेमोरी है कलियुग में. 7 दिन हुआ. Okay. Yeah, very good. Yes, who said that? Nacho, you are not supposed to answer. Okay, these are what? Forgot? Entry criteria into spiritual world. These are the 3 entry criteria into spiritual world. Suppose you want to go to Switzerland. When you sit in front of, when you go to the Australia airport, what they will ask you first? Show me your passport. Passport. Where is the Switzerland visa? Show me visa. Correct. कुछ ना कुछ तो पूछेंगे ना. They'll say, are you carrying any drugs, any firearms? No, only idli. Not allowed. Throw. Correct. Strict criteria. And then when you land in Switzerland, उनका नाटक अलग. Correct. Like in Australia, are you carrying ghee or some butter or something like that? Are you carrying some bones? Something they'll ask you, right? $10,000 के ऊपर. So like that, when we go to the spiritual world, उधर दो लोग खड़े हैं, Jay and Vijay, right? So उनको बोला है unauthorized लोगों को अंदर नहीं लेने का. So they'll test us. So what is the quality control test? That if we pass, we have entrance into the spiritual kingdom. Number 1, sadhana, daily chanting. Is this person doing chanting? Or this person says, oh, Altona Meadows में ओ तो बोलते ही रहेगा, chant करो. उसका काम ही है बोलने का. पूरा टाइम every Friday पकाता है वो. Every time बैठेगा तो वही बोलता है, chant करो. समझता नहीं है उसको, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. कितना बार बोला टाइम नहीं है. इधर पूछेंगे साधना किया क्या बराबर. Because why? Because unless we do that first, चित्त शुद्धि नहीं होने वाला है. We will never be able to get rid of pride, anger, greed, envy and lust. You can put your head down here and stand upside down and do all kinds of yoga. Nothing is going to happen. The only way we can overcome pride, anger, greed, envy, lust, all this pagalpan and clean ourselves is by keeping the name of Krishna and Ram in our tongue. You will see it, it is working in your life. You will see it. 100%, 150%, 210,000%. You will see it. Right? You will see that. You will start seeing Krishna in your life. You will start experiencing God in your life. Do not have a doubt about this, for heaven's sake. I don't know how much more to say. Do not have a doubt. कुछ भी डाउट मत रखना. कुछ भी बोलेगा साइंटिस्ट. Right? Scientist कुछ भी बोलेगा. Right? Scientist himself is susceptible to birth, disease, old age and death. वो खुद को नहीं बचा पा रहा है, हमको क्या बचाएगा साइंटिस्ट. Right? So this sadhana is what is going to save us. So never to compromise on our sadhana. And we will tell what type of sadhana. It doesn't mean from tomorrow कुछ बोलने ऐसा बोलने वाला है, ये अभी कल से आते ही नहीं है हम लोग इधर. No, don't get scared. Nothing is going to happen like that. It's going to be normal. Slowly. इसके लिए I had sung one song also last time. What song was that? What is this? Bollywood song also? धीरे धीरे प्यार को बढ़ाना है, कृष्ण प्रेम, हद से गुजर जाना है बाद में. ठीक है, धीरे धीरे बढ़ाना है. करेक्ट है ना? So nobody is going to give you an instruction saying that now tomorrow onwards कल से घर छोड़ दो and all. ऐसा भी नहीं, तो कभी भी नहीं बोलेंगे. But I'm just saying we are not going to share with you any activity that you cannot humanly do. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि हम बैठे हैं कर रहे हैं. None of the bhakti activities will preclude your children from getting scholarship in grammar school. मैंने भक्ति किया, इसके वजह से मेरे बेटे को ग्रामर स्कूल मिला ही नहीं. It will not happen. I did bhakti, because of this bhakti, no, I didn't get promotion in office. ऐसा कभी हुआ ही नहीं है. Nothing. Because of this bhakti, I am not making money in my life. ऐसा भी नहीं होता. Because of bhakti, nothing is going to happen. Correct? So don't have any inhibitions and fears. You are only giving your life to, your time to God. The only person who really cares for us life after life and who has seen us since millions of lifetimes. He knows things about us which nobody knows, which we ourselves don't know. Right? So sadhana, our daily devotional practices. What are the 3 most important devotional practices which we should never compromise on? Those top 3. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Baki nahi kiya chalega. Don't do. These 3 things we must do every day. Shravanam, Kirtanam and Vishnu Smaranam. And you know the beauty of Vishnu Smaranam? When you do Shravanam, then also you will take a step back and do Vishnu Smaranam. अपने आप हो जाएगा, सब तीनों साथ में होता है, right? Like that. So this is very, very important. And we'll talk about how to accommodate. We'll do a class on time management. Time management for devotional service. Because it's practical issue hai. So we'll do a class on time management. How to be effective. How to balance our job. How to balance our money making. How to still buy that house in Point Cook. 1.2, 1.25. And still be a devotee. Go and win that auction and come. And still be a devotee. Buy that car and still be a devotee. Because devotional life doesn't mean giving up everything and going to the Himalayas. Nobody is saying that. Devotional life means putting one ahead of all the zeros in your life. Car is zero, house is zero. They are not going to be there in our life after some time, right? But if you put a one ahead of that, the value becomes 10 million, 100 million. That one is who? Krishna. So we are putting Krishna ahead of everything else, not giving up all the zeros. Does that make sense? And then we will know how to use those zeros in our life. And we will never get attached to those zeros. Right? We can still enjoy those zeros, but without getting attached to the zeros. It is said that there is no greater happiness in this material world than detachment. And there is no greater misery in this world than attachment. That is why saints are saints, no? Our attachments to this material world are the reasons why we become miserable. Our attachments to our position. We ourselves give our some position. No? Okay. We think we are, if I think tomorrow onwards, I am Shah Rukh Khan, who can do anything about it? I'll start walking like this. Something like that. Okay. Arey nahi hai bhai tu Shah Rukh Khan. Correct, no? So we are like, it's like a madman. A madman says, I am Bill Clinton. अब उसको बोलना तो पड़ेगा, ये नहीं है भाई तो पागल तो अभी किधर है? What is that place where पागल people are kept? पूना में कौन सा जगह है वो? हाँ? Okay, चेन्नई में no, there is a place called Keelpakkam, where mad people are kept, right? So therefore, we all are mad in the sense that we think that we are not servant of Krishna. We have assumed lot of other identities and we operate on those identities. Did I tell you the story of this? Okay, I'll tell you the story later on, not today. Okay, so sadhana. Then seva. Sadhana. Just because I am chanting very nicely, sadhana means what? Sadhana means Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is the meaning of that mantra? There are many meanings, but what is the most fundamental meaning of that mantra? Oh Lord, simple way I am narrating. Keep me in your devotional service. Right? So when you are asking for that, when service comes to you, then you say, अरे मैं नहीं यार, मेरे पास तो टाइम नहीं है. प्रभु, बस आपके सेवा में लग जाना ही मेरा जीवन का लक्ष्य है. Then some devotee tells you, थोड़ा वो खिचड़ी का बकेट ऊपर तक लेके जाना. Boss, I am a product head at NBN. खिचड़ी ऊपर लेके जाओ. अभी already promotion order आ रहा है. I am going to become the associate vice president. Don't you know that? खिचड़ी me ऊपर. This is called as what? Ahankar. Assuming you are what your designation is. I think I am my designation. That is called as what? Ahankar, false ego. As long as we have that, such people will find it very difficult to come in bhakti because they have assumed something which the material world has told them that you are this. वो bosses तो letter देते रहेंगे ना promotion का. मुझे भी 10 letter दिए हैं. You are this, you are that. But I know I am none of that. Okay, that is okay. As long as salary comes in, that's okay. Salary आ रहा है ना. In fact, I have told my boss, मैं बोला डेजिग्नेशन सब तेरे पास रख, पैसा दे. किसको चाहिए डेजिग्नेशन? If I go to that shop, no, what is that? Year of end financial sale. I say I am vice president. He'll say, sir, Nike t-shirt still costs this much. Correct? At the end of the day, so, right? So who cares about designations anyway? So seva, service attitude. So we have to get rid of, our main designation is what? That I am servant of the devotees. If we have that designation, we are on the fast track back to Godhead. We are in the select entry accelerated learning program, SEAL program. Do you know what is SEAL program? You don't know, because you don't know. When child comes, you will know everything. What is SEAL program? Correct? It's a program to put your child ahead in school, in Australian system. So you will be put ahead in school. Now in office, what do we do normally? We get into office and then we ask, मैनेजर कौन है भाई? बड़ा साहब इधर, और वो खन्ना साहब है ना कोने में बैठा है, वो मैनेजर है. बोलता मैं क्या कोई मिश्रा को रिपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ? Why should I not report to खन्ना directly? Why this मिश्रा is in between? अरे मिश्रा है, मिश्रा के बाद गुप्ता है, गुप्ता के बाद खन्ना है. Then you are thinking, how can I now impress directly Khanna ji? And that is how we grow in organizations, correct? No? We have to impress 2 levels above, correct? Then only we will get our boss's chair. Correct? This works in corporate life. The lesser layers between us and boss, the faster our growth in corporate life. In bhakti, exactly the opposite. That is why we say, I am not a servant of Krishna. I am servant of, and we can go on saying that. But itna bhi jarurat nahi hai. In Gujarati we say, Bu harak podudan na bano. This I learned this word from my wife. I would have never known this word. Okay, so servant of servant, ठीक है, उतना काफी है. So serve that, become a servant of your senior devotees, that's all. So this is, what is that? This is called seva, devotional attitude. Whatever we do with devotional attitude. And finally is what? Sadachar. हाँ सेवा कर रहा हूँ ना यहाँ पे यार, चलो मूव फास्ट, खिचड़ी चाहिए ले लो. कहाँ से आते हैं यार मंदिर में खाने के लिए? हाँ सेवा कर रहा हूँ, मेहनत किया पूरा, full मेहनत I have done. What do you think? Who will come? Will you eat? I did morning to evening, I did mehnat. I made 9 masala vada for you. And then le masala vada बनाया. तब दर्द हो रहा है बदन. Will you eat? You will say नहीं यार बनाना मत. अगला बार से बुलाओ भी मत. आप तकल्लुफ क्यों कर रहे हो? No formality. No formality. That is what we will say, right? Everyone wants what? Everyone is looking for what? Affectionate dealings. Affection. 19-20 मसाला वड़ा में थोड़ा, even if the masala is little less, little तीखा भी बना, चलता है. प्रेम से दिया ना, that is what. And even as human beings, when we know this, Krishna is looking for what? Does he want our masala vada? Does he want वो एक बनाना morning में मैं देता हूँ, वो चाहिए कृष्णा को? The earth itself is invisible when seen from outer space, right? And he owns the whole cosmos. What will he do with our banana? बोलता केला ला, बहुत भूख लगाता है. आजकल वैकुंठ में बनाना ही नहीं उगता है. अच्छा हुआ तूने केला लेके आया टाइम पे. किधर उल्वत से लिया? सेल में लिया था क्या? या वो विक्टोरिया में $2 $1 3 बजे के बाद जाके लिया क्या बनाना? So Krishna is not going to ask all that. He is only going to say with love. Govinda only sees कि ये तो प्रेम छे. Govinda, the supreme personality of Godhead. Remember all these things. Okay. The Bollywood songs are meant to remember Krishna. But the problem here is that आप लोग Bollywood song भी भूल जाते हो. This is the first Bhakti Vriksha where Bollywood, because all of you are saintly personalities. In the last Bhakti Vriksha everyone knew. प्रभु आपको भागवतम याद नहीं था लेकिन वो गाना याद आया. अजय देवगन का याद आ गया मेरे को. Because I think none of you are as associated with Bollywood, no? I have overestimated your assessment. But मैं धुल के निकला हूँ, इसके लिए I am like that. Okay. Okay. Now, what is this slide about? What did we discuss here? There are 3 levels of bhakti. Now this is actually levels, huh? Kindergarten से लेके whatever, yeah? School level, university level, PhD level, like that. You can consider like that. What when we start doing bhakti, what is that bhakti called as? Sadhana bhakti. Sadhana means what? Practice. You remember I talked to you about practice. when I joined the company, when you join PricewaterhouseCoopers, you join the audit practice. इसे practice क्यों बोलते हैं इसको? कितना साल से practice कर रहे हो तुम लोग? Real match कभी है? Will you ask like that to PricewaterhouseCoopers partner? When is the real one? Real audit कब होगा? The whole life is a practice, right? So this bhakti also, whatever we are doing, we are practicing to become what? We are practicing to become pure devotees so that we can get entrance into spiritual world, right? We are practicing, we are doing our sadhana so that वो मैल निकल जाए, मैल निकल, डुबाते रहो सर्फ पाउडर में, डुबाते रहो शर्ट को, right? Put that dirty cloth in the detergent powder. Right? So this is what is that? Vaidhi. This is called sadhana bhakti. We are working to remove our anarthas. Right? So there are two types of sadhana bhakti. One is called as Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. Another is called as Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Trust me, I have never introduced this Raganuga word in any Bhakti Vriksha in all the 20 years of my doing programs. This is the first batch. A big hand to all of you. That's because of your absorption. All of you are attending well and you are absorbing well. I can feel it. Okay. See, very seriously making notes. So one of the special batches. ऐसा नहीं, चना के झाड़ पे नहीं चढ़ा रहा हूँ. इनके जो थिंकिंग, ये जाके सब प्रोग्राम में तो ऐसा नहीं बोलता है. सच में बोल, माँ कसम. Okay. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti means devotional life in practice. Now, what is the difference between Vaidhi and Raganuga? Who can remember? Yes.
Vaidhi is where you follow the rules and rituals and practice everything.
And
Raganuga is you're natural, like you are not bound by those.
yes.
But it should not be used for convenience.
Yes.
When you are so much absorbed that nothing matters.
Yes. Very good. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. So we gave example also, right? Gradually in the initial stages, what will happen? Eventually all of you will have a small altar at home. We all start with that, where we start offering one apple to the Lord. Right? So हम लोग जो भी लगाते हैं, धीरे धीरे हम लोग भगवान को कुछ तो भोग लगाते हैं, and then finally भोग लगाते हैं वही खाते हैं. Okay? Slowly we'll have to come to that point where we offer to the Lord. Otherwise, where is our love for him? Na? वो भगवान बैठा है उधर, मैं इधर दबा रहा हूँ वड़ा पाव. कृष्णा खा रहा हूँ यार. बैठना थोड़ा देर, बाद में आता हूँ ना. Right? Will you do it with someone you love? Will a mother ever eat nicely vada pav and the child is looking? मुझे कब मिलेगा? खा रही हूँ ना बेटा, दिख नहीं रहा है. खाते वक्त ऐसा नहीं देखते हैं. मम्मी का पेट दुखेगा. Mother will never say like that. Correct or no? Right? So Krishna is our supreme father. So how do we show that I love him? By offering him also. ना आप भी खाइए ना, पहले आप खाइए, बाद में नहीं आप पहले खाओ, मैं खाऊंगी ना, बाद में खाऊंगी ना मैं. That is called as what? Love. So initially, so that is natural love. But initially, why we do bhoga? Because to get a karma-free diet. But now what's a karma-free diet, right? Because we said whatever in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says. I'll take you to that verse later on, because we soon will start studying Bhagavad Gita verse. So there is a verse which says that if you don't offer me and eat, then you are eating verily sin. Krishna is saying, "Aap paap kha rahe ho." Then we are like thieves if we don't offer and eat, because everything is his property, right? So we offer to him out of love and then we eat. Otherwise we get karma for that, right? Depending again on what we eat, right? But as much karma we accumulate, we are going to come back into this material world. Therefore, when we offer to the Lord and then eat, then what happens? It becomes a karma. There is no karma नहीं लगता है उसका, right? And because we offer to the Lord also reciprocates back. चल मेरे को offer किया. But when we offer the food to the Lord out of only fear, भय, भगवान मैं तेरे को ऑफर नहीं करूँगा तो मुझे चोर कहलाएगा तू. देख बोला मेरे को चोर मत बोलना, ये ले भाई. This is called as what? Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. But after some time, even when you start eating something, you think, Krishna ने नहीं खाया यार, उसको देता हूँ. Then what happens? You have started now developing some kind of affection for the Lord. You are not doing out of any rule. A mother doesn't feed her child, ड्यूटी है ना मदर, इसके लिए खाना बना रही हो. ओके, मैं कल से ड्यूटी वो बाई करेगी, पैसा दे देना, आपका ड्यूटी करेगी. नो, मदर विल से नो, आई वांट टू फीड माय चाइल्ड, बिकॉज देयर इज लव. That is why again and again the closest that comes to Krishna Bhakti is the mother's love for her child. When we can love Krishna like that, कृष्णा ने नहीं खाया होगा, अरे क्या बात कर रहा है, अभी तक भगवान को अरे बाप रे भोग ही नहीं लगाया. We have eaten in the temple, but at home our Krishna is, he has not eaten anything, and then you are running home thinking, oh my goodness, they have not eaten, like that. Or for example, when we dress, today is Ekadashi, right? So every Ekadashi, if you have, after some time, we have deities at home. When we have deities at home, what do? Every Ekadashi at least, we try to bathe the deities and then dress the deities. So when we dress the deities, बाहर वाले लोग आके पागल हो जाते हैं देख के, बोलते हैं deities को स्वेटर पहना है, बोलते हैं ठंड लगता है उनको. This is the mood of what? This is you have started now feeling that Krishna also feels cold, and actually he does. He does. Either you believe he is a person or you don't believe he is a person. Of course, Krishna is the one who can control cold. But Krishna, he accepts cold and inspires you to give him a sweater. Because that's exactly, so what he wants, he doesn't want sweater. He wants to see how much you are. That is called smaranam. Smaranam means thinking about the Lord all the time. Okay. In the summer, we place a fan and we keep it on the altar. आपने कभी देखा है किधर? If you go to ordinary, बोले क्या पागल है क्या? उधर क्या फैन उधर घुमाया, कोई बैठा ही नहीं है, इधर मैं बैठा हूँ, इधर घुमाना फैन. Like that Amir Khan says ना, थोड़ा AC इधर घुमाना भाई. In some movie, I forgot, right? So like that, they won't understand, ये क्या फैन उधर किधर कर रहा है. But we put the fan for the Lord because the Lord will be sweating. This sensitivity when you get, that means you are thinking of Krishna all the time. And that is exactly then when we become qualified to go to what stage? Bhava Bhakti stage. What is the difference between Sadhana Bhakti and Bhava Bhakti? Sadhana Bhakti is usually up to the point of Anartha Nivriti and Nishtha. After that, what happens? The rays of Bhava Bhakti starts. Right? Impurity sab chala gaya hai. Now what is happening? Now you are getting ecstasy in Bhakti. Right? You are becoming very enthusiastic, hyper enthusiastic about everything in Bhakti. मतलब आपको सब दुनिया लगता है, दुनिया गया खड्डे में, मैं और भगवान. I want to serve. Then that is the time when what happens? One comes to the stage of bhava. One comes to the stage of bhava after crossing which stages? After nishtha, what are the two stages? You have done it many times. Shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivriti, nishtha, ruchi, आसक्ति, भावा, प्रेमा. सब लोग भूल गए. Okay. Who remembers? No one? Shraddha means what? Lose faith. Remember, once again I am doing this revision. Shraddha means what? Lose faith. Then sadhu sangha means what? Association. Third stage is bhajana kriya, chanting, 9 processes. Fourth stage is, as you keep doing that, अनर्थ निवृत्ति, सब गंदगी चला जाता है अंदर से, भगवान का नाम लेके लेके डिवोशनल सर्विस कर करके चला जाता है. देन वो यू बिकम कंसिस्टेंट इन भक्ति. नोबडी हैज टू टेल यू आज 16 माला किया क्या, नेचुरल है. इट्स लाइक सेइंग खाना खाया गया, दैट्स हाउ डिवोटीज डू 16 राउंड्स. इट्स नॉट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ईटिंग. नोबडी विल से 16 राउंड्स कैसा होता है. यू विल नेवर रियलाइज इट ओनली इन योर लाइफ. नेवर यू विल रियलाइज इट. इट विल बिकम अ नॉर्मल. जैसा आप ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं ऐसा चलता रहता है माला. राइट? सो निष्ठा मीन्स व्हाट? वी बिकम कंसिस्टेंट टू भगवान. एंड ऑल्सो निष्ठा इज द स्टेज when your faith becomes little bit more condensed. Right? But from now, after nishtha, what happens? Slowly you start getting ruchi. Ruchi means what? Taste. Right? I started studying mathematics. I have become very good at mathematics. After practicing, now I have got a taste for mathematics. That is different. Which means I constantly look for math books, like that. Now you replace it with Krishna. I know math is exactly opposite of that. Okay? But now you replace it with Krishna. So you're constantly, now you've got a taste for Krishna Bhakti. एंड देन उसके बाद क्या है? आई कांट लिव विदाउट मैथमेटिक्स. नाउ यू पुट कृष्णा ओवर देयर. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? अटैचमेंट. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज आसक्ति. एंड उसके बाद का जो स्टेज है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज भाव और एक्सटेसी. यू सी अ मैथ बुक एंड योर हायर गोज, इतना खुशी कि झेल ही नहीं पाओगे. नहीं होता ना मैथ बुक में. कृष्णा से हो जाएगा. इनफैक्ट व्हेन यू गो टू स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड, नो मैथ इज रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, दैट्स अनदर रीजन, बिजनेस केस टू डू भक्ति. यू डोंट हैव टू कम बैक एंड स्टडी कैलकुलस, ट्राई टू पास ईयर 12 एंड देन गो टू इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज एंड देन ट्राई टू से मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में पीआर करने का बहुत प्लान था, अभी अच्छे से पढ़ती हूँ मैं. लास्ट जन्म में तो किया था ना, याद नहीं है? पॉइंट बुक में घर भी था तेरा. हाँ, अभी तो जाती हूँ तो बोलते कौन है तू, बोलते हैं जाती हूँ ना, वीज़ा चाहिए जाने के लिए. So this is our life. We are going to leave everything and start again. Who wants to come back again? Studying again, A for apple. Yesterday I was teaching some children. I was just fooling with them. A for apple, B for biscuit. What is D for? I said. The one boy kid is saying dollar. मैं बोला बाप रे. तो मैंने पूछा, तुम्हें गुजराती छो? अंकल जोक था अभी, फुल मस्ती है खाली आज. Okay, so bhava bhakti means what? Devotional life in ecstasy. And then finally is what? Prema bhakti. Prema bhakti is the love for a mother to her child. A mother, every time a mother sees the sweet child, you know, bobad bachcha bolta hai, you know, mera chota sa lala, you know, mother feels so happy, na? And mother feels, even when the child is 25 also, mother feels like that only. Mera lal, and the boy is saying, come on, get off me, you know, still mother says, oh my young one, like that. Correct? So this is mother, right? What can you do? But as much as a mother gets happiness from the child, even when the mother is sick, and even if a mother is on the verge of death, right, what will happen? She will still want to serve, cook for her. जाते जाते एक और evening में I'll make food complete and then I'll go. I'll die. This is how she's thinking. So whether she is herself feeling ecstasy, not feeling ecstasy, because it's not about me, it's about my child. Now replace that with Krishna. That is called as what? Prema Bhakti. मुझे ecstasy मिले, मजा आए, ना आए, it doesn't matter, right? Even if the child says, Mama, I have told you so many times, you are giving me, you do all these things for me, but Mama, I have decided who I want to marry. Why don't you understand, my dear mother? I am moving out of the house. I may not even see you, Mama. I have decided, me and my wife, Jenny told me that, you know, we'll go to Europe and settle. Why mother here? You know, she can be here, like we can go. Why do you think this cannot happen in our life? It can happen, right? But a mother still will not stop loving her son. Now replace that with Krishna. If our love for Krishna can become unconditional like that, then we can say we are in which stage? Prema Bhakti. बहुत बड़ा stage है. But that is the goal. That is the entry criteria into spiritual world. And अपने पास जीवन में कितना साल बाकी है और we don't know. Correct? Therefore, one thing is that time is less. Therefore, we have to take our bhakti seriously. And we are not saying if you to take bhakti seriously, you should not go to year of financial year sale. When did we say that? End of financial year sale. We didn't say that. Do whatever you have to do, but take your sadhana seriously. What is taking sadhana seriously also we will explain. Right? So that is what we discussed last time. Now, today we are introducing two terms for all of you. What are the two terms? The two immediate benefits of executing devotional service, primarily being chanting. ये chanting करने से क्या होगा प्रभु जी? Every day अगर मैं chanting seriously किया तो क्या होगा? क्या होगा? दो चीज immediately होगा. What are the two things? Klesha Agni. What is that called as? Klesh Agni. Klesh Agni means what? Removal of material distress. Right? There are two things which lead to removal of material distress. Okay. There are two ways in which we can manage our workload at office. There are two ways in which we can manage our workload at office. What are the two ways? One is the workload itself goes down, and therefore I can manage. Another is you become capable of handling higher workloads. Both are okay. Correct or no? So Krishna also operates in that way. Relief from material distress means what? Either your distress he can reduce, or he will give you higher strength so you don't feel that distress as much you thought you would feel, or as much as you would have felt it had you not been a devotee. It will happen. Ask any devotee, they will come and tell you this story. Ask somebody. Don't believe me. प्रभु जी वो पॉइंट बुक में वो चश्मा लगा के आता है, वो बोला ऐसा, आपके जीवन में हुआ क्या? प्रभु 100% प्रभु चौकस मैं बोल रहा हूँ, होता है, ऐसा ही होता है. Removal of material distress, your ability, and it's not just removal of material distress. Krishna says, तेरा सब पैसा निकल के तेरे को कल रास्ते में लेके आता हूँ मैं, but I will give you ability to beg on the road. No, he is not Hitler sending you to concentration camp. No, Nirashawadi, they say no, sadist. Krishna is not sadist Bhagavan. So removal of material distress means what? He will, as you keep chanting, what all will happen to you? Your aprarabdham, bijam, kutam. Remember or bhul gaye? This is why you have to come regularly. If you come regularly, you will connect with what I am speaking, right? Aprarabdham, bijam, kutam. Everything will go. Your proclivity, your inclination to sin also goes away, right? And that is how, what happens, as those things go away, what happens? The next thing starts manifesting in us. What is that? Shubhada. Shubhada means what? Dawning of all good qualities. Dawning of all good qualities. I started giving up swear words. I didn't realize when, but it was soon after I started chanting. Now we don't speak such words, no? Right? I told you this, no? In Canada, one of my friends called. Did I tell you that? I have a friend who was my MBA batchmate, right? He is in Dubai right now, and he calls me Jaggu. College में ना, he will not say Prabhu ji and all. College में साथ में सब कुछ किया है. Don't ask what. Yeah. Okay. Let us not go deep into that. But what happened was, many years passed and I was in Toronto. This was 2004, and he and I last met in 1997 when I got married. Okay. So he had come for marriage, and after that he went to Dubai. My life took me, I was in Mumbai only, and then after that I went everywhere, and then I went to Japan, US, then I went to Canada. So I was living there. So he called up in 2004, and then I picked up the phone and he said, "Abhe Jaggu?" I said, and I said, "Haan bol Aniket." I said, and that was, he blew his top. क्या बुलाया मेरे को? क्या हो गया रे तेरे को? And then माँ बहन पे ही गाली. I have never called him by his name इतना respectfully. बोलना अनिकेत. And I didn't realize it. No, मैंने ऐसा कुछ, I just said, हाँ बोलना अनिकेत कैसा है? I never talked to him like this. In fact, the first statement what you will say, Abhe, and then you will also say 2 things. And then all galis will happen out of love, right? But even out of love, you never realize when you have left many things behind. Okay. So therefore, what will happen is gradually bad habits will go away. Of course, we can never take it for granted. If Krishna wants, he can make us a joker also. Tomorrow someone comes and bangs the car from between, and he comes and irritates, something can pop out of our mouth also. But generally, that probability will reduce significantly. I am just giving one example. Another example is, because I come from Bombay, life was very, in the evening after office, what do you want? Go and sit somewhere and then go. आराम से जाते हैं ना घर पे. मिल बैठते हैं हम आप और you know what it is, okay? The ad agency, you know what it is, right? So then वो मिल बैठ के कुछ नहीं करेंगे हम लोग. आफ्टर दैट वी डू मिल बैठते हैं. बट कहाँ मिलते हैं? सत्संग में मिलते हैं. राइट. सो आवर लाइफ चेंजेस आफ्टर वी. माई फ्रेंड हु ब्रॉट मी इन भक्ति, he and I used to have alcohol together many years back. But then suddenly he stopped and I said, क्या हो गया रे, पागल हो गया क्या? वो बोलते नहीं रे, मैं बंद कर दिया रे. He didn't want to tell me directly why, because he thought I am not ready for it at that time, and I was not ready actually, right? But gradually through, as a friend, he kept explaining to me what he is doing, why he is, how he has given up. And then he told me, मैं बोला मेरे से नहीं होगा यार ये सब छोड़ने के लिए. तू बोलता चाय भी नहीं पीने का, क्या है यार तुम लोगों का, इस्कॉन वाले लोग, कृष्णा कृष्णा कोई भगवान बोलते हो तुम लोग, ऊपर से चाय कॉफ़ी भी निकल रहा है. आई वॉज वेरी अपसेट विद हिम. एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंड, ही सेड नहीं डोंट वरी यार, तू एक काम कर, तू सब चाय कॉफ़ी सब रहने दे यार, रहने दे, तो खाली एक माला कर और जब भी तेरे को मूड आए तब करना, बस मूड आएगा तब करना. एंड देन ही गेव मी अ भगवद गीता. आई टोल्ड यू नो द बुक, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द भगवद गीता? भगवद गीता एज इट इज बाय श्रीला प्रभुपाद. एंड आई केप्ट इट एज इट इज इन द शेल्फ. कवर भी नहीं निकाला, डस्ट भी नहीं किया. आई टुक द बुक सीरियसली, द टाइटल एज इट इज. वो बोलते ना दैट द पेशेंट टुक द इंस्ट्रक्शंस वेरी सीरियसली. डू नॉट ब्रेक द सील. तो टैबलेट ही नहीं लिया, लिखा है ना डू नॉट ब्रेक द सील. ओके. सो दिस इज यस.
can be 1nx 5rb.
All 4 tires are there, no? India में इंडिया में इट हैपन समटाइम, टायर निकाल के लेके जाते हैं. Okay, so what was I saying now? Yeah, so gradually what will happen, you will see that those things which are very difficult for you to give up. For me, giving up garlic and onion was extremely difficult. But after chanting, पता ही नहीं चला. I'll tell you the nearest Bollywood story I can tell you is, there is a movie called Pardes. Have you seen that? That Shah Rukh Khan looks at that Mahima Chaudhary says, पता ही नहीं चला कब इश्क हो गया. It's actually like that. It's actually like that in bhakti. पता ही नहीं चलेगा when the lower tastes will go away. पता ही नहीं चलेगा अपने आप. That is the beauty of bhakti. If you start thinking, oh my goodness, chai, then, but just keep the holy name on your tongue. You know why? Because Krishna has got a name called Rishikesh. Have you heard of this? What do you mean by Rishikesh? Rishikesh means one who controls our senses. हमारी इंद्रियों के ऊपर जिसका वश है. He is the controller of our senses. So therefore he enables it for us. हमको कुछ नहीं करना है. वो कल तो चैंट कर रहा है, ठीक है, अपने आप तेरा निकाल देता हूँ मैं ये सब आदत. Right? So that is why bhakti is a very simple process. You don't have to do any circus in this. Just keep the holy name on your tongue. Khatam. And ये दोनों चीज, removal of material distress and dawning of all good qualities. As much as we chant seriously, it will come. It's a lifetime thing. ऐसा नहीं है वो जो अंदर आ रहा है ना वो रामू पूरा गुड क्वालिटीज है उसको, उस साइड में उसका 75% है. And it's not like that. Does it make sense? It's not some ISI, somebody is measuring with a metroscope or something like that. Oh, इसका इतना है, no, इसका उतना है. No, you will realize it that we are becoming more and more. We ourselves will start realizing it. अब थोड़ा पहले से ज़्यादा गुस्सा कम आता है, पहले से ज़्यादा वो अटैचमेंट कम हो गया है. Some of the bad habits that I had before, I am more controlled when I speak than before. I am more sensitive to things, like that. I am more sensitive to others' problems. Right? So all this will happen. Dawning of good qualities. These two things are the immediate benefits, and I am taking it from the scriptures. Okay, I am not saying it out of my pocket. Okay. Now we come to the last part of today's discussion. Okay. Can everyone see this? I don't think you all will be able to read it, no? नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है ना? Suppose I do like this, then?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So this is a self-explanatory slide, but still I'll explain. So we will start on our devotional habit number 1. Let us start doing something practical now. From now onwards, what is happening? Now we will start implementing. First we did theory. Then we still did theory on practical implementation. Now we will do practical on practical implementation. ठीक है? So habit number 1 which a devotee has to develop is what? Reading whenever you get mood to read. True or false? What is written in the topic heading? Regular reading. See the on top. Regular reading. Regularly. Don't we want our children to regularly study? Children, what if our child tells us, एग्जाम आती है तो पढ़ूंगी मम्मा, नहीं चलेगा. You want them to read regularly. So here also we have to develop the habit. These are all habits. Habits become nature, right? So we should develop this habit. So regular systematic reading, not regular reading मतलब like I used to read novels before. 4 पेज पढ़ा, बोलता अरे एक्साइटिंग, पीछे चोर कौन है देखता हूँ, कौन खून किया, you enter that गुप्त movie and somebody tells you काजोल ने मर्डर किया है. अरे यार पूरा मूड ही खराब कर दिया. Correct, no? So therefore regular systematic reading, not jumping here and there, right? Okay, what are some of the things that we are going to be studying from now? So small books of Srila Prabhupada. Then we will start. पहला क्या है? Very small books of Prabhupada, so that you don't get scared. Then we will do small books of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, Nama Amrit, preaching his essence. Now the beauty of this is, this you don't have to study outside at home. We will study it here itself, together, and we will discuss points from those books. Then we will have finally Bhagavad Gita, snippets from various chapters. Every week we will take paragraphs from Bhagavad Gita. In which style will we do it? We will do it in comprehension style. Do you know what's comprehension? Passage followed by questions. We'll find answers in the passage, and that's how we will discuss Bhagavad Gita, right? And then what will happen after that? Then we will also study snippets from Srila Prabhupada's life. Okay, that will also be studied, guided study within this Bhagavad Gita. We are using the word guided study. It will not be unguided study. It will be guided study, right? And then Krishna book. There is a book called as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is nothing but a summary of Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. But because this इतना भागवतम पढ़ने को शायद time ना रहे अपने पास, so we will need a छोटा book, Krishna book, which will contain all of Krishna's leelas along with commentaries, right? This book can also serve as a story book for children. Prabhupada said, if you simply study little bit from this book and sleep, you will never have nightmares. Yeah, and Prabhupada said, if you consistently make it a habit, then Krishna will come in your dreams. Prabhupada said this, right? So very good habit to study Krishna book before going to bed. Even just 5 lines of Krishna book. क्या जाएगा उसमें बैठ के, right? So everything will be very palatable. And next habit is what we are just finishing in 2 minutes. Mataji, Zarna Mataji, 2 minutes khali. Please don't lose your attention. I did time mismanagement. I'm so sorry. I came little late. Regular general hearing. First is what? We are still on Shravanam, right? Shravanam has got reading and hearing. So hearing mein, these are some links that take a photo and then set up these links, and then eventually we'll try and send you this PPT also. We have a WhatsApp group for this. Okay, I'll just flick the PPT into the WhatsApp group. So this will be available to you, right? So we want you from tomorrow, if possible, 7:30 को आप क्या करोगे? सवेरे जो भी करोगे सुन तो सकते हो. For example, normally what I do at 7:30, I am cleaning the kitchen in the morning along with my wife, right? बर्तन वर्तन करो, थोड़ा सब kitchen साफ करो, so that because you have to bring the कुछ झाड़ू मारो घर पे, all those things we do, no? Set everything nicely, right? So then at that time what happens? The lecture is going on in the house. So you don't have to stop any housework for doing this. चलता रहेगा आपका काम, okay? 7:30 daily Melbourne में, in the Melbourne temple, you all cannot come to Albert Park every day, correct? But the temple will come to your house every day. Whoever gives classes comes to you, video. So hear these classes. That way you will come to know various speakers in Melbourne, right? You will see me also on that video. Okay, we will see my wife also doing that. We both also are slotted. I am slotted for first Sunday of every month. Actually, day after tomorrow I am slotted to give class. But I have swapped it for some reasons. So I am not giving. Nanda Mandir Prabhu, I have asked him to give, but he is a very good speaker. So you can hear Nanda Mandir Prabhu. Following week I will be there. You can see me on that channel. Okay. But you will get exposure to so many other people who are, most of them are better speakers than me. Okay. Hare Krishna Melbourne YouTube channel. This is, one is audio and one is video. This live video and sorry, one is live video and one is video recordings. Suppose you say, अरे बाप रे 7 बजे तो भूल ही गई मैं, and then you remember, 9 बजे को याद आया, चलो मैं सुनती हूँ आज का क्लास क्या है. You have to go to the bottom one because the recordings will be there, available there, right? And then audio lectures. If you want to have access to all the worldwide speakers, some of the best speakers, you will find them in ISKCON Desiratory, and you can actually choose who you want to hear from, right? For example, this Ram Prabhu, whoever I spoke now. Then there is another Gaurang Prabhu. I'll talk to you about more about them later. And also the various saintly personalities, one of whom is visiting next week, right? His Holiness Vedvirya Priya Maharaj, right? So all these lectures of various saintly people are available. There's a whole khajana over there. ये पूरा lifetime काफ़ी है, काफ़ी नहीं है, okay, to hear that. So start hearing daily, and then what you will do is you will start liking one speaker, and then you can hear more from that speaker. It doesn't matter. जो भी आपको पसंद है वहाँ उनसे सुनिए. But what is more important is to keep hearing. What we will do in this program, we will also give you guided hearing. नहीं तो आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा ना, ये भी है वो भी है, द शम्मी कपूर सेज ना किसको प्यार करूँ, लाइक दैट. तो क्या सुनूँ मैं, इतना 1000 दे दिया. तो अभी इट्स लाइक सारी, यू गो टू अ शॉप, द हस्बैंड इज सिटिंग, देन बोलते बाहर बैठा है हस्बैंड, वाइफ इज ऑल्सो कन्फ्यूज, ये लो वो लो, बोलते नहीं वो लो ना, क्यों ये अच्छी नहीं है, अच्छा ये लो, क्यों वो अच्छी नहीं है. हस्बैंड बोलते मैं बाहर बैठता हूँ. करेक्ट होता है ना ऐसा? नहीं हुआ है? नहीं, यू विल नॉट टेल इन दिस क्लास, लेटर ऑन यू टेल मी, ओके. सो वी विल गाइड you also how to choose what lectures to hear. Then it is more easier for you all. Okay. So that is what it is. Now 1 minute प्रभु जी, आज आपसे क्षमा मांगता हूँ मैं, ठीक है. आपको दंडवत प्रणाम, क्षमा. 1 मिनट दे दो आज मेरे को. Now next week we will not be having our, we propose not to have our Bhakti Vriksha. I'll tell you why. Because His Holiness Vedavyas Priya Swami Maharaj, who is a highly exalted saint in ISKCON, he is visiting Melbourne. Not only is he a very very elevated saint, but he is very affectionate person. आपका दिल को छू जाएंगे वो. He's like a grandfather. He's literally like a grandfather in your house. Okay. So he's coming in, and we are very fortunate. He's visiting Melbourne. He has got so many disciples in Melbourne, and some of his leading disciples here in Melbourne, they have requested me, and they have said that please you invite your Bhakti Vriksha members out of love on our behalf. It's a very special invitation our Bhakti Vriksha also has to attend. Okay, that is next week. So we will all be meeting there. One more thing. Okay, so please don't say that अरे यार program venue change हो गया नहीं आएंगे. Please don't do that, na? Because now you are getting an opportunity to meet a saintly personality. It is said that even a moment of association of a saintly personality can change the course of your life. One moment. And this is not an exaggeration. Later on I will tell you stories of how that one moment has changed the life of some devotees. I will ask them to come and speak in front of you here. Okay, that also I will do. Okay, but please come. Another thing is our Sudha Mataji, where are you? Mataji, जरा सामने आओगे. So she is getting Diksha from His Holiness Vedavyas Priya Swami Maharaj next week. Hari Bol! So she is formally going to become his disciple. So that function is on Saturday morning in the Hare Krishna temple. You will never get to witness these kind of things in outside life. So I am humbly requesting that Friday को तो अपना भक्ति वृक्षा नहीं है, तो you will come to the center here from Vedavyas Priya Maharaj, but Saturday please come in the morning to the temple. एक Saturday आ जाओ ना please. Temple to come and encourage Mataji in her initiation, who has been selflessly serving our program for the last many months. As a mark of gratitude to her, and more importantly for our own purification, please come and witness. You will know what is this Diksha process all about. You will get to witness people, and she will get a new name also on that day, an initiated name, right? So please come and support us in this program. Okay, but for now I am sitting here. Whoever wants to have this copy, please come and collect your book. Okay.